Today, we're exploring the real-life story of a woman whose life has been anything but ordinary. Her name is Doris Payne, and she is currently 95 years old. Unlike most people her age, Doris has lived a life filled with travel, deception, and crime. She wasn't just a thief, she became a legend in the world of high-profile jewelry heists. Over the years, she has been arrested more than 20 times, using fake names and forged passports, all while pulling off some of the most daring jewelry thefts in modern history. Her incredible life story is now being adapted into a movie. The footage and material used in this video are non-copyrighted. I can't use the real, original footage because it's copyrighted, and that could lead to copyright issues. That's why I use non-copyrighted material in my videos to avoid any problems. Doris Payne was born in 1930 in a small town called Slab Fork in the United States. She was raised in a poor African-American family. Her father worked in the coal mines, her mother stayed at home to raise Doris and her 5 siblings. From a young age, Doris stood out. She would often dress up, wear a hat, carry a purse, and pose in front of a mirror, imagining herself as a wealthy woman. Even though her family struggled financially, Doris always dreamed of rising above poverty and living a luxurious life. However, her early life was far from glamorous. Her father was physically abusive towards her mother, and Doris witnessed this violence throughout her childhood. It deeply affected her. She would often fantasize about rescuing her mother and escaping that painful household. That desire to change her circumstances became one of her strongest motivations. At the age of 16, Doris made her first bold move. She boarded a bus to Pittsburgh, a nearby city. There, she entered a jewelry store and managed to steal a diamond. At that time, security systems were minimal. There were no cameras, and staff rarely suspected young girls of theft. Doris returned home with the diamond and gave it to her mother, encouraging her to leave their abusive home. That theft marked the beginning of Doris's long and unusual criminal career. From 1950 to 1970, Doris traveled across the United States stealing diamonds and luxury jewelry. She became skilled at her craft and managed to collect around $100,000, a massive amount during that era. By 1970, she set her sights on Europe, thinking she could operate more freely there. What set Doris apart was her style and charm. She would dress in elegant clothes, wear expensive shoes, and carry a designer handbag. She had a confident personality and attractive looks, which made her instantly likable. Despite the racial discrimination that was common at the time, Doris was often trusted and welcomed in upscale stores. Her method of stealing was clever. She would ask to see several expensive jewelry items, try them on one by one, and walk around the store while chatting with the salesperson. Using sleight of hand, similar to a magician, she would discreetly make one item disappear. Sales staff, often distracted by her conversation and charm, wouldn't realize anything was missing until after she had left. One of her most famous thefts occurred in Monaco in 1970. She stole a 10-carat diamond ring worth $500,000. After the theft, she fled to France. However, the authorities had been tipped off, and police arrested her at the airport. She was sent back to Monaco, where she spent 9 months in jail. Interestingly, the ring was never recovered, and no one could figure out where she had hidden it. Even after that, Doris continued her high-end thefts. In 1980, she was arrested again in the United States. During a hospital visit while in custody, she managed to escape, once again showing her cleverness and determination. Her life became a series of arrests and escapes. Doris's story didn't stop as she aged. At the age of 70, in 1999, she stole a diamond ring worth $57,000. At 80, she pulled off another heist at Saks Fifth Avenue. At the age of 83, she was caught stealing a $2,000 diamond ring. Despite being in her 80s, she continued to commit thefts with the same confidence and skill. Over her lifetime, Doris was active in the world of theft for over 60 years. She used more than 20 aliases and had multiple fake passports. In 2017, at the age of 86, she was once again in jail. What makes her story even more remarkable is her complete lack of regret. In interviews, she has said that if given the chance, she would do it all over again. Today, Doris Payne is 95 years old and still alive. Her life has inspired several documentaries, and now a feature film is being developed to tell her story. She is remembered not just as a thief, but as a symbol of boldness, intelligence, and rebellion against the life she was born into.